Greetings families, welcome back. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. It is about confession. Two terrorists that was arrested some time ago decided to confess, to ask for forgiveness. According to them, they were also brainwashed. They were told they would go to paradise. They were offered money, but at the end they didn't receive the money or anything. They turned them into slavery. I'll put it this way. But now they have repented. Please listen to the first boy who is just 15 years when he was captured and brainwashed, trained to become a terrorist. His name is Abu Ali. Please listen, families, and I'll be back. Thank you so much for your time.
Abu Ali, a former terrorist fighter, now regrets his past actions and urges his former companions to lay down their arms. Abu Ali is just 15 years old. He is a former member of QSIM, the group supporting Islam and Muslims. He and his comrades had set up their base in a locality near Ubandi, in the eastern region. He was arrested in October last year, when elements of our SIR forces were on the offensive. The day I was arrested, our leader had sent me and another fighter to steal guinea fowl eggs. In fact, your base had nothing left to eat, and it was only the eggs of the guinea fowl from the IDPs that we could have on hand to feed ourselves. As we made our way towards the abandoned village on our motorcycles, we caught a glimpse of FDS coming from afar. We immediately took up position and started firing at her. Metzler FDS were able to restrain us and they disarmed us before calling us out. When questioned, Abu Ali and his companion showed their hideout to the defense and security forces. "You live there?" The soldiers asked us why we got involved in terrorism and then came to kill our parents for free. We told them that our chiefs had told us that if a young person old enough to fight didn't join terrorism, he wouldn't get into heaven. Too bad, that was just brainwashing. Abu Ali would later understand that it was his active participation in the killing of innocents that inevitably kept him from paradise. When we asked Charlotte and that these elements, we were entrusted to an imam who helped us understand that terrorism is a serious sin and that no religion admits it. If you want to go to heaven, all you have to do is stay away from bad things like terrorism and do good for your fellow man. We pray to God to help the FDS in their work, because they are men of God. The chief said that the FDS were bad and that it kills people at random. If that was true, she wasn't going to let us live while she was being shot at. What's more, since we've been in their hands, they've treated us well and we've even eaten 3 varied meals a day. He asks to do it. Today, this young man says he gives thanks to God for allowing him to know the truth and stay alive.
This is sad because I was looking at him and I'm thinking of my boys. I cannot let my boys out of my sight, not alone be a slave to anyone or going to delete someone. It is sad. The second one, he said he was working. He just visited his village. His cousin came to him and offered him this job as a terrorist, that he will get more money. Above all, he will go to paradise, as they always tell them. I don't know why they keep listening to this, that you will go to paradise. I don't know. So he also went and deleted a lot. He said he's ashamed of what he did. He was also captured and now he repented. Please let's listen and I'll be back. Thank you for your time.
Story from the Sahel region is not a pretty one to tell. He was dragged into a quagmire by one of his cousins, but now retired, he condemns the crimes committed and calls on terrorists to stop. A once lost soul in search of forgiveness. It's not a pretty story to tell. I'm ashamed of it myself, very ashamed indeed. Nonetheless, I feel it's right that I should tell it to you. Abdul Salam is the name of this young man. In 2020, he will be leaving his village in the Sahel region and will be in Ouagadougou in search of a better job for several months. His background and business are flourishing. Playing Abdul Salam, he decides to check on his parents in person by visiting the village. From the very first days of my arrival, I was visited by a cousin of mine named Yuba. We'd lost touch long ago, as Yuba had gone to Mali to study Quran in our causeries. Yuba told me he was involved in terrorism and wanted me to join his group. Moro takes off, astonished. Abdul Salam told his cousin Yuba that he wasn't interested in his offer because he already had a job in Ouagadougou and was earning a good living. Yuba convinced me that if I got involved in terrorism, I'd earn more money than I do in Ouagadougou. What's more, my involvement in terrorism would open the gates of heaven to me. Motivated by his promises, I gave up on going back to Ouagadougou and followed Yuba to join the terrorists. Little did I know, however, that I was on my way to hell. Later, his cousin Yuba took him to a base where he received physical and ideological training before taking part in several attacks. During my stay on the base, I didn't receive a single franc. We worked all day long, killing our compatriots to collect their belongings for our leaders. We didn't get enough sleep, and we didn't eat very well either. Yet our great chiefs made a good living with the goods of the poor people brought to them after the attacks. Dear compatriots, tell me, how can we go to heaven with this kind of behavior? Abdul Salam regrets, his hands are dirty. He carries in his conscience the many innocent lives snatched from him.
Thank you, families, for listening up to this stage. I want to use this opportunity to advise parents, especially those who are in Europe, America, and the rest. If you have children, please talk to them, advise them, because in these countries, they don't call them tourists, they call them gangs members. And what they do is they delete each other. When you look at the people that are dying from in the hands of these gangs, is our fellow children. So please advise your children, talk to them, eh, uh, use any words that you can to brainwash them yourself to know that things like this is not good. You will never go to heaven. You will never be rich because of being in the gang. Those you are going to delete are your brothers and sisters. Please use this opportunity to talk to your children. At the end of the day, they are our future. Thank you so much. I don't know what you think about these confessions. Leave your own comment. Thank you so much. God bless you all. Credit to RTB, Faso 7, my kings and queens, my returning families, my VIPs. Thank you all. God bless you. I will see you soon. Bye bye.